Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is David Nislanik, principal of Southridge High School. Today is graduation. I've been waiting for this day all summer. I'm really excited to have this virtual graduation here in your homes and excited to welcome you here at Southridge High School afterwards for a drive-through graduation. To get this evening started, I want to introduce to you graduate Julia Perfilli, who will be signing an introduction. And now Alexa Huitzo will also introduce to us our virtual ceremony.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Alexa Huitzil y estoy graduándome en la clase del 2020. Estoy aquí para hacerles saber que si el español es su idioma que habla usted en casa, puede acceder a nuestra próxima graduación virtual y poner las opciones de subtítulos en español. Esperemos que lo disfruten y nos veremos después de esta graduación virtual a una ceremonia de carros que se conducirá en la escuela Southridge High School. Gracias.
We hope you enjoy this ceremony, and we will see you roughly at 7:30 as we give each of you, the graduates of Southridge High School, your diploma.
Good evening. My name is Joshua Kalo, and I am the 2019-2020 Student Body President, and I would like to welcome all of you watching today. I'm hosting this virtual graduation alongside Rhiannon Briggs, Senior Class President, and David Nislanik, Southridge High School Principal.
Thank you, Joshua, and welcome. My name is David Nislanik, and I am deeply honored to serve as principal of Southridge High School. To each and every one of you, thank you for joining us for this unique virtual commencement and celebration of the class of 2020.
Hi, I'm Rhiannon Briggs. This year's commencement has two parts. The first is this virtual graduation where each of you can celebrate from the comfort of your own home. And the second is the class of 2020 celebration parade at Southridge High School beginning at 7:30 p.m. Seniors will be receiving their diplomas at the end of this parade from Mr. Nislanik. Just a friendly reminder, 1 car per family, and please join the parade at the gate on 130th near the football and softball stadiums.
Sit back and enjoy as we introduce the graduating class of 2020.
I would like to take this time to recognize all parents and guardians of the members of our graduating class. Thank you for sharing your children with us, for giving us your most prized possessions. It is a privilege to have worked with this thoughtful, empathetic, engaged, and spirited group of young adults. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Education is and must always be a partnership between the school and family, working together to instill the skills and values that will carry these young people confidently forward into the world. We are grateful for your support, and we share in your joy as we have worked together to provide your children with roots to stay grounded and with wings to take flight. I also want to honor all grandparents watching this evening. Thank you for your unwavering support of these young people. These young adults are your legacy, and it is one for which you should be very proud. They will build upon the foundation you have laid and make our community and world better, safer, and more inclusive. To all of our alumni watching today, your time at Southridge paved the way for this class and for all future Skyhawks. Soon the class of 2020 will join your ranks, and we invite you to re-engage in our community so that together we can share the values, dreams, and hopes of what it means to be a Southridge Skyhawk. I would like to acknowledge the entire Southridge High School staff. They have played a significant role in helping our graduates gain the academic and social skills that are required of today's citizens. This year has been one that has taxed us all. In March, our staff had to pivot in less than 24 hours from traditional patterns of instruction to remote learning. Their training and daily practices of teaching and learning had to change overnight. From lecture and group activities to a world of Zoom meetings and asynchronicity. To them, I say thank you. And to our seniors and families, thank you for navigating this sudden shift alongside our faculty with grace, patience, and understanding. And finally, to the graduates of the class of 2020, this is your day. Finally, I miss you. I miss the end of year's rituals, the last day paper toss, the celebratory hugs and high fives, the tears, the smiles, and the pats on the back to a job well done. Congratulations on this incredible accomplishment, the first of many to be sure. This class is a diverse, thoughtful, and inclusive graduating class. We as a district have asked a lot of you. We have asked many of you to transition high schools after your freshman year, welcome new friends, wish old friends good luck as they moved on, and now complete your senior year in school closure under a global pandemic. From my vantage point, it is not you who may have stumbled. It is us. You have done everything we have asked of you, and you have done so through tears and smiles, pain and joy, and hard work. You led us through a clarification of our moral code and a hardening of our traditions, for it is true, we have created opportunities together. I look back and smile, for our work together has allowed each of us to gather today around a laptop, smartphone, television, or monitor and celebrate in our own small way, wrapped in cardinal and gold. My heart is with each of you in your homes, with your family, celebrating your successes. You laid a foundation for those behind you to work hard, be resilient, establish dreams, and soar to higher heights. And now to share her thoughts, the first of two seniors presenting the student address, Lilia Zagorski.
Hello to everyone watching this, especially my fellow 2020 graduates. We made it. It was a long road, but we have reached the end. We, the class of 2020, have been moved around, separated, new programs have been tested on us, and we have been the class that missed the second half of our senior year. And yet, despite everything we have faced, we have come through. The fact that we are here today is my evidence. I wrote my first draft of the speech months ago, putting some sentimental words onto paper while in class. I was going to talk about how much we had grown and how we had managed to unite ourselves in the face of adversity. We have grown, and we have united. But I have discovered something more profound. 6 months ago, if you had asked any of us if we took what we had for granted, I'm sure that almost everyone, if not everyone, would say that they appreciated what they had. Until only recently, I genuinely thought that was the case. Not now. It was while writing an angsty teen poem, I saw the truth. I miss my friends. We text almost daily, but I still miss them. What I realized was why I miss them. I miss their voices. I miss seeing them laugh and smile. I miss them being there when I need them. I miss what I took for granted. It was the same for school. There were plenty of days where I went through the motions. I prayed for snow days from October to April, and now I miss the noise and energy of the fishbowl. I miss the silly school activities, some of them. I miss club meetings, and most of all, I miss the feeling of being surrounded by so many people, being part of a bigger group, all working towards the same goal. The class of 2020 is a special group. We will be remembered for years to come, not only for what is happening now, but what we will do in the future. The world has changed so much in our lives. Imagine telling your elementary school self that we would be taking classes on our phones.
We have crossed the threshold of a new decade. We are working, voting, and making our voices heard already, and we have only just begun. We are going to leave our mark on the world, and we will change it forever. We can do it if we listen to each other, tell our own stories, and take nothing for granted. Do not forget about the hard work we have done these past 13 years. All the classes, projects, tests, meeting new people, learning new ideas, and putting what we have learned into application. What we have done since we first started school has shaped us into who we are today and has prepared us for who we will become. Celebrate what we have accomplished, because everything you are is worth celebrating. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilia. I know that our class missed out on many end-of-year rituals and closure, but our class's enthusiasm and drive to make a difference has made our local and global community better. As student body president, I chair the Service Learning Committee with student government. I am very proud of what my peers have accomplished, look forward to what we will become, and the impact we will have on the world around us. Southridge seniors garnered over 23,657 hours of recorded service learning, and giving to the community with 31 students who each earned over 200 hours of service learning.
Southridge High School is one of over 3,300 schools in 156 countries to offer the International Baccalaureate program. Students currently access IB at Southridge High School either by taking individual classes and becoming a course candidate, by completing the IB diploma, or by completing the IB career-related program. The class of 2020 is the first class at Southridge to have graduates who have completed the IB CP certificate. Southridge High School is one of only 2 schools in Oregon to offer the IB career-related program. 5 seniors stepped up, ventured into the unknown alongside staff, and completed all the requirements, including completing a CTA pathway, additional service learning hours, a language study, as well as presenting a reflective project. These 5 students have been recognized by receiving the IB Stole, one of the highest honors bestowed on graduates of Southridge High School. Congratulations to each of these trailblazers. The IB Diploma offers a comprehensive 2-year curriculum that allows students to fulfill requirements to meet the demands of a rigorous, internationally recognized curriculum. IB Diploma candidates are required to take courses in 6 separate academic areas and theory of knowledge, write an extended essay in an area of interest, complete service and participate in extracurricular activities and creative endeavors. In recognition of their achievement, each of our 13 diploma candidates has been presented with a stole. As an IB diploma candidate myself, I am proud of my accomplishment, and I also know that each of you joins me in congratulating all of our IB diploma candidates.
Southridge offers 5 career technical pathways, 4 in building career pathways, several advanced courses and dual credit opportunities with PCC, OIT, and PSU, where students earn college credit alongside high school credit. Over 60% of the graduating class participated in rigorous coursework by either being in an IB or AP class, completing a career or CTE pathway, attending health careers or auto tech, or by receiving dual credit while at Southridge High School. Congratulations to all my peers who challenged themselves to participate in one or more of these programs or classes.
Southridge High School considers the Southridge Scholar the pinnacle of academic success. To be a Southridge Scholar requires academic focus, dedication, perseverance, and fortitude. All 28 students who are Southridge Scholars maintained a 3.5 grade point average, challenged themselves in rigorous courses, participated fully in service learning, completed a CTA or Southridge pathway, engaged in extracurricular activities, and also participated in either athletics or in the performing arts. Congratulations to each and every Southridge Scholar.
This year, Southridge had 83 seniors with a 3.5 or higher weighted GPA and or unweighted GPA. We honor your hard work and dedication. The Valedictorian Award is presented to this graduating senior with the highest weighted or unweighted grade point average and who attended Southridge High School for at least their junior and senior years. The valedictorians for the class of 2020 are Gabriel Sauer, Nathan Eng, and Rhiannon Briggs.
The class of 2020 is the 3rd class at Southridge High School to have AVID graduates. AVID, Advancement via Individual Determination, supports student academic success and post-high school planning. This year, 100% of Southridge High School graduating AVID seniors were accepted into either a community college, four-year university, the United States military, or trade school. Congratulations to our 38 AVID graduates. Your determination inspires us.
Although this class was few in numbers, members of this class represented Southridge High School as the 2017 and 2018 6A girls basketball champions. 18 members of this class will be going on to participate at the collegiate level in cross country, volleyball, girls basketball, football, baseball, wrestling, boys soccer, and lacrosse. Thank you for carrying the Skyhawk banner with pride, and we wish you the best of luck at the next level.
Even though our year was cut short and our performing arts programs could not participate fully in district, regional, or state competitions, we know that the time and energy put into the concerts, productions, plays, and the musical was not lost. Right before school closed in March, we had just completed the first weekend of our spring musical Spamalot. Our advanced choir women won the regional choir competition in preparation for state. Several members of band won their division at regionals, preparing for their and wind ensemble's 11th straight state appearance at the state championships. In the fine arts, 9 students won gold keys and 13 students won silver keys for artistic excellence. To each and every one of you who performed on the stage, worked behind the scenes, or expressed yourselves through the fine arts, thank you. Your creativity inspires us.
Amongst this class are 14 students who are members of our first dual language graduating class. These students are true trailblazers. They established a vision, built a program, and laid a path for others to follow. We are proud of each and every one of our DL graduates.
Our students will be attending universities, community colleges, or trade schools in 13 states and Washington, D.C. We also have students who have chosen to go into the workforce, take a gap year to volunteer and work, or go on a mission. And I am proud to say that Southridge High School will be represented in the Air Force, Army, Marines, and Navy. We celebrated our military-bound students in June, as each of them have already begun their military service. To each of you, we salute your dedication to our freedom and our country. To all of our graduates, no matter your next steps in life, we wish you the best of luck in all you do. Each year, the seniors select a staff member to share a few words of wisdom. This year, delivering the faculty commencement address is Natalie Ballard-Strawhall.
Class of 2020, first let me say how honored I am to be speaking to you today. You have my gratitude and also my admiration. And I wish I could hug all of you at the end of this, but since I can't, consider this my virtual hug. As I am an English teacher who derives much of my solace and inspiration from the words of people much wiser than myself, you will not be surprised to learn that I am starting this speech with a quote. If you've been in my classroom, however, you may be surprised to know that it has nothing to do with the railroad riding on you. Instead, I'm going to share something from one of my favorite poems, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot. In the poem, the speaker laments the fact that he has spent his life paralyzed by indecision and fear. He is an observer, but not a participant of the world, and he's wondered most of his life if he should act. He says he saw his greatness flicker and was afraid. He asks, "Do I dare disturb the universe?" And in the end, he grieves for all the times he passed up opportunities and stayed on the sidelines. Skyhawks, as you now step into a world that is full of uncertainty and unrest, my wish for you is that you do dare to disturb the universe, that you do choose to act and speak and do, even when you are afraid of what might happen if you stand up, and even if you are afraid of failure, that you see your greatness flicker and you grab it, that you don't spend your lives on the sidelines. And class of 2020, I know you will. I know you will, because in your 4 years at Southridge, all of us have seen your resilience. Through boundary changes and the blending of Southridge and Beaverton, we have seen it in the theater productions and the concerts and athletic matches. We have seen it in the way that student leadership has worked tirelessly to bring us together. We have seen it in our first graduating groups of dual language and IBCP students. We have seen it in our IB diploma students and our AVID students. We have seen it in every single one of you, and we continue to see it now in the midst of distance learning and COVID and civil unrest and a senior year which did not end the way you had expected or hoped or deserved. Here is the thing I want you to remember. If you are ever afraid of trying because you don't want to fail, if you are ever afraid of acting or speaking out for the voiceless or against racism or even traveling the world, if you are ever afraid of disturbing the universe, remember that all of us here believe in you. We believe that you will be better than we have been. We believe that you will stand up for others and yourselves, and you will do what is right. We believe you will not only grab your greatness, but you will soar with it. We believe in you because we have seen you be brave and strong and tenacious, and we will believe in you even if you have moments where you don't believe in yourself. Congratulations, Skyhawks. Go out and disturb the universe.
Thank you, Miss Ballard. I am certain that I and my peers will go out and disturb the universe. And now, let's listen to Southridge High School's Advanced Choir, Avancé, perform their traditional graduation piece, Omnia Sol.
Somewhere far from nowhere, I grew both strong and tall, longing to become, but knowing not the path at all.
But the footprints of the winter mounted to fields of spring. One last embrace before I cross the threshold. To life we sing. Oh, stay, O soul, and leave my heart in song. Oh, stay your hand, the journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be stayed, remember when and let your heart be stayed. Omnia sol temperat, obsessine mortem, amame fidelite, fidel and sings the chorus, grieve no more. Through the strength of war, I on find refuge from the shore.
Let courage be your, let passion be your sail. Wisdom and truth will guide your deep lost journey.
Through all travel, oh, stay your soul and leave my heart in song. Oh, stay your hand, the journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be stayed, remember when and let your heart be stayed. Omnia sol temperat, obsessine mortem, amame fidelite, fidel mortem, obsessine
Thank you, Ms. Rickley and Avance. Earlier this year, seniors were given the opportunity to audition for today's commencement speech. We have already heard from Lilia, and now I invite you to sit back and listen to Nathan Eng as he shares his thoughts.
Boy, is it a privilege to be here. Class of 2020, friends, family, I stand before you today with utmost gratitude and honor. It's so good to see you guys again, even if this is virtual. Several months ago, we had no idea if we'd even be having graduation, but we've finally made it. I want to begin by thanking several people who have helped me get where I am today. Firstly, I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through thick and thin. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you guys. I would like to also thank two of the greatest people on earth, my coach, Michael Christensen, and Mr. Traeger. Both have been outstanding role models, and I hope to someday even be half the person that they are. Lastly, I would like to thank Principal Nieslanik for his undying faith and loyalty to the school and its students. 2016 was also his first year at Southridge, and he's been alongside us every step of the way. He has truly transformed Southridge into an outstanding place. The school could not be in better hands. I want to tell you a story now. It's actually a story that I heard from another valedictorian, and I knew I would want to share it one day as well. The story begins with a man who is walking down a path when he finds an egg, an eagle's egg. He picks up the egg, brings it home with him, and places it in the nest of his backyard hens. Pretty soon, the eagle hatches with the chicks and grows up with them. Now, all his life, this eagle did what the chickens did. He poked around in the dirt to look for worms to eat, flew a few feet in the air like chickens do. He clucked around. Over time, that eagle grew very old. One day, he saw something above him. It glided gracefully and majestically through the clouds. "What's that?" the eagle asks. "Oh, that's an eagle," one of the chickens replies. "He is the king of all birds, the master of the skies. But we're just chickens, and we belong to the ground. Don't worry about him, because you will never be that." And so, that eagle lived and died a chicken, because that is what he was told he was. I think it's safe to say that our class has faced more adversity than any other class in Southridge history. After freshman year, our class was split up, our school became disoriented, and many of us lost some of our closest friends. Then, last summer, we lost two extraordinary people. And now we're dealing with COVID. We found ourselves missing out on the greatest experiences of high school. Our final sports seasons, prom, a normal graduation, senior sunset, the list goes on. This wasn't how things were supposed to go. None of this is ideal, but ultimately, these tribulations have made us realize that we are strong. They forced us to look past our differences and have brought us closer together. You guys are family to me, and I could not be more proud of our accomplishments. When we were kids, we knew no limits. We told ourselves we would be superheroes, or astronauts, or professional athletes. We expected nothing less from ourselves. But as we grew older, we were slapped in the face with what adults call reality. You should dream big, but not too big, they say. They tell us you should get a job that pays well, not necessarily a job you love. They tell you you can't make it to the pros, you shouldn't start your own company, you can't make much of a difference, you can't change the world. And so, because society drills it in our heads so often, we could begin to accept this. We could begin to place limits and settle for a life of mediocrity and complacency. I fear that 20 or 30 or 40 years down the road, I'll be coming home from work and have this realization that I've allowed this mass thinking to influence me, that I've wasted more than half my life away, that I never allowed myself to reach my full potential. Don't do that. Never let anyone take those things from you. Take your dreams and run with them. We only have one chance in this life, so why waste it? It's now up to us to be the change we want to see in the world. We are the ones at the wheel. We are responsible for deciding the fate of humanity and this beautiful planet. It's up to us to fix the things that generations before us have been doing wrong and to continue the things they've been doing right. Sure, we will make mistakes, That's something you cannot avoid. It's okay to be scared. It's natural. However, never let that fear get the better of you. Never let it stop you from following your aspirations. There is nothing and no one that can stop you from changing the world. So, as you move on to this next stage in your life, ask yourself, do I want to be a chicken or the eagle that I am?
Thank you, Nathan. Your words inspire us. As we all step out into the world, let us take flight and soar. Class of 2020, it's almost that time. Here's Mr. Neese.
Thank you, Rhiannon. Joining me at the podium is Susan Greenberg, Beaverton School Board member representing Southridge High School. Board Member Greenberg, it is my pleasure to present to you the senior class of Southridge High School, the class of 2020.
Graduating seniors, I want to congratulate you on your milestone. This certainly will be a year you will remember for the rest of your lives. Although you weren't able to enjoy celebrating your accomplishments at Southridge the last few months, you certainly have left your mark on this school. I would like to leave you with the words of wisdom from Ambrose Redmoon. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the judgment that something else is more important than fear. On behalf of the Beaverton School District, the school board, Superintendent Grouting, and Southridge High School, I am pleased to confer diplomas for these students, along with all the rights and responsibilities that accompany graduating from high school. Please join me as we take a few minutes and honor the graduates of Southridge High School, class of 2020.
Lillian Abdallah, Adeline Alberto Benacourt, David Adams,
Jadana Adams,
Aiden Ajib, Cindy Aguilar, Justin On, Masara Al-Khamis, Nahid Alani, Henry Alcantar Parlantes, Marshall Alves, Aaliyah Ananuevo, Isabel Artiega, Maria Atristain, Jacob Austin, Rachel Beckenberg, Lawrence Baker, Michael Ball, Gavin Ballmer, Sarah Bearcat, Selena Bastida Castellan, Ethan Vivas,
Brian Bayo Mendez,
Samuel Beltran, Ferris Bensala, Jonathan Bennett Watson, Cole Bertram, Zachary Birch, Kaylin Blair, Chloe Bonstead, Henry Bourdreau, Jenna Boyd, Elena Bozich, Eric Bracken, Joshua Brescia, Rhiannon Briggs, Frederick Briggs, Emily Bennell, Francisco Barboa Lopez, Dylan Cabanilla de Leon, Joshua Kayla, Rita Calvario Gonzalez, Thomas Camus, Karen Carrillo Hernandez, Alvaro Castaneda, Jose Castro, Aaliyah Chavez, Ricardo Chavira Escobar, Catherine Cho Richmond, Isaiah Clark, McKenna Clark, Andrew Clem, Elizabeth Contreras Monterrey, Mia Kraft,
Adan Crisantos Avila,
Harrison Dahl, Anthony Davila Perez, Dominic De La Cruz, Brian Delgado, Mason Denlinger, Emily Dewitt, Jesus Diaz Avalos, Jared Dill, Elijah Dillon, Aaliyah Diaxon, Rayleigh Dornan, Samaje Gutsman, Khan Ling Dong, Sydney Duran, Eli Elbion, Zachariah El Garbaldi, Nathan A, Jesse Espinoza, Jose Estrada Garcia, Isaiah Figueroa, Logan Fisk, Lily Ford, Matthew Fuentes, Tanya Fuentes Gonzalez, Sandra Garcia Andrade, Caleb Geyer, Soleil Giese, Kennedy Gill, Connor Gillian, Edwin Gomez Gomez, Brianna Gonzalez, Carmen Gonzalez Gomez, Alma Gonzalez Perez, Liliana Graham, Harrison Green, Leanna Greger, Logan Greger, Natalie Gregory, Celeste Griffiths, Juliet Guerra, Isabriel Guillen, Jaden Hacker, Alec Hallen, Prudence Hammond, Haley Hanshaw, Audrey Harris, Austin Harris, Chaz Harris, Connor Harris, Zoe Harrison, Madeline Hedges, Rogine Heckman, Caitlin Hendricks, Jacob Hendricks, Kayla Henry, Shadi Farabi, Melissa Holiday, Mia Hopkins, Aaliyah Hughett, Sylvia Kutzel, Paige Hunt, Aiden Wynn, Matian Ishimakombwe, Trinity Jackson, Brock Jacobson, Tanner Jenkins, Miriam Jewell, Owen Johnson, Marley Jones, Calvin Kobe Jordan, Anna Jorgensen, Easton Junkin, Sylvia Khalil, George Kabiru, Grady Killian, Gabriel King, Micaiah Curtin, Kyla Kong, Aiden Kozlowski, Bruce Kraus, Keenan Croca, Kalandra Curlio, Tyler Lockman Worrell, Alexander Lambert, Sean Lauren,
Caitlin Lee,
Keel Lynn, Mason Lockley, Jackson Loftus, Jessica Lopez Retigon, Jasmine Lopez Sanchez, Ethan Lord, Ryan Lovedahl, Cassandra London, Cole Lucas, Gilbert Asami Macarenas, Emily Madrigal, Tristan Madrone, Dominic Manapon, Hunter Mann, Ariana Margrave, Gemini Marquez, Justo Martinez, Kendall Maurer, Caleb McBride, Miranda McComish, Tyler McDonald, Jacqueline Medina Salvador, Mikel Meek, Amaya Meyer, Lily Menefi, Zachariah Muhammad, Kieran Monteblanco, Viola Monti, Alexis Montoya, Cheyenne Moore, Emily Moore, Gary Moore, Nathaniel Moore, Riley Moore, Romel Moreland, Deborah Moreno, Gabriela Moreno, Odalis Moreno Sanchez, Danielle Moico, Sarah Mudion, Waleed Murad, Julian Murphy, Franny Myers,
Lane No.
Thomas Nguyen, Dominic Noriega, Yegor Novikov, Genesis Ableo, Sotira Om, Savanreef Om, Avita Paniti Kanakon, Taryn Perry, Brielle Patchett, Clarice Peacock, Carlos Pena Becerra, Anthony Perales, Alberto Perez Mendez, Gustavo Perez Mendez, Julia Perfili, Imani Perry Reed, Kyle Pinnell, Sheldine Piquant, Nathaniel Powell, Frederick Proshold, Ian Prudencio, Emma Quinnell, Reed Quiggins, Sonia Rabalman, Umama Raja, Freedom Raji, Lauren Rice, Zaideen Rios Salmron, Andrea Rivera, Lorenzo Rivera Perez, Jaden Robinson, Brandon Rodriguez, Nayeli Rodriguez Monteroso, Weston Rogers, Katarina Roman,
Maria Angeles Romero Mercado,
Shayna Roma, Michaela Royce, Thomas Ryan, Tahira Sadeji, Tahir Sadeji, Fatima Salazar, Evelyn Salazar Jimenez, Anthony Salinas, Francisco Salinas Ramirez, Ezra Samuel, Jacob Sanchez, Daniel Sanchez Portillo, Christopher Thomas Santos, Gabriel Sauer, Rachel Scriven, Rowan Sheets, Mihaela Sheffer, Fumi Sipa, Zachariah Slale, Evan Smith, Nicholas Smith, Haley Smith, Dacia Solis Valdivinos, Brandon Spells, Caitlin Spencer, Luke Springer, Kenna Stahl, Katsu Stewart, Alexandra Stone, Cecilia Sweeney, Eric Tafoya Baez, Julia Takahashi, Paige Tang, Gabriella Tankillison, Devin Taylor, Kim Tayana, Maxwell Thayer, Marissa Thomas, Adam Thompson, Morgan Titko, Dat Ton, Bryant Torres, Max Toby, Elena Ture, Andrea Valencia PJ, Michelle Vargas Valdez, Graciela Vasquez, Ronaldo Vildazola Olande, Nicholas Villaseñor, Kyla Vincent, Stephen Vu, Isaiah Waxman, Presley Wade, Joseph Weaver, Noah Webb, Kate Weba, Ryan Whelan, Noble Wizenon, Hannah Wilson, Andrea Winton, Elizabeth Work, Tess Wright, Angel Yage Alonso, Kaden Iani, Grace Young, Lilia Zagorski, Jose Zarate Molina, Terry Zeckman,
4 years ago, I stepped into my role as principal. I knew coming into this position that the following 4 years would be years of change. The task articulated to me by the then superintendent was to lead this change. Little did I know that the boundary transition would be nothing in comparison to the last 3 months. The necessary school closure to protect public health concerns, and the protests and walks to address systemic and individual racism. Well, here I stand, and yes, over the past 4 years, this community has changed. We are more diverse, we are more inclusive, we are more empathetic, and we are better. And you, the class of 2020, you have been the ones to push us and to keep us honest. You have pushed us to be better. Has it been easy? No. Have I had countless sleepless nights? Yes. Have we always agreed? Definitely not. Have we failed and had to get up again? Yes. But this is home. This is our school, the place we call our community, our school, our home. For some of you, this home began when you played youth sports on our turf. For many, it began with your first day at Southridge High School in August 2016, which seems so long ago. And for others, this home did not become yours until after your freshman year, or even later. I still remember sitting in Miss Leiden's room during a student panel 3 years ago, and one of you said with tears in your eyes, "I don't feel like this is my home." That comment has stuck with me to this day. For I dream of a school where it is home for everyone who steps foot through the doors or onto the field. As much as I hope for a school that is safe and inclusive, I also dream of a world and a country where we are safe, free of chaos, and racism is a word put into the dustbin of history. Our school is nothing more than a microcosm of our country. This was driven home for me powerfully a couple weeks ago as I read an essay by Jose Estrada Garcia, a graduating senior. In Jose's essay, he states, "I cannot leave this country to see my family back home. But the thing is, this is my home. I arrived in the U.S. when I was 2 years old. I really don't have a choice. I've only known the United States as my home. When I am told, go back to your country, it doesn't hurt. It makes me really wonder what country I belong to." Powerful words, and I paraphrase. It makes me really wonder where I belong. This is you, each of you, have walked this same path over the past 4 years, the journey of wondering and discovering where you belong, a path of trying to find your place within the definition of home, a home you are assigned to because of your address, a home you chose because of familial or historical connections, a home you chose because it fit your need, or a home because it's comfortable. I do know that home has so many variations, and I also know that for some, home is fleeting and distant. But I also know that the idea of a community that builds shelter for all, voice for the masses, and opportunities at all turns is ones that we can call home. Thus, I give to each of you in this class a special cord. Every member of the class of 2020 is receiving a silver cord with their diploma. Not as a memento of work done, but as a reminder of the work to do. The work to ensure that all citizens of the world have shelter, a safe place to rest their heads at night, food on the table, a livable wage job, resources available when times get tough, the ability to define family, home, and love how they choose, and the ability to drive, walk at night, cross borders, and use their voice without fear of life or liberty. This silver cord is for you to keep and to work towards. It is for you to share with your children and grandchildren. It is for you to look back on a life well traveled and used. I ask each of you to remember this year, 2020, not as one of lost opportunities and uncertainty, but one of silver linings and changes to come. You, my friends, are the ones who will keep this cord with pride and remember where you came from. Skyhawks, as you set out on this path to build your home, do better than generations behind you. Remember this home, this community, this time, and the journey of the past 4 years, for it will serve you well. Fly well, Skyhawks. Fly well.
From wooded hills and valley low, with scholarship and wisdom sown, stands bright our home, our Southridge high. Lift her students, fair blue skies, though they may fly far away, forever colors we bear to thee, our alma mater. We pledge to thee our heart, soul. We